Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Forever Stranded. Hope you guys are doing good today. I could be doing better. We have a blood moon. There was a creeper that spawned right next to the ship apparently. And he jumped into the pit. I thought I backed away fast enough. Apparently I didn't. And we now have mobs all over the place down here. I am really concerned about this. Because, yeah, this is not good at all. And I have no idea if these guys will actually despawn when they're holding blocks or not. Now, thankfully, most of the blocks are being picked up. And these guys can't get back out of the hole. So I guess I just try to lure them in. Thankfully, I've got this trap door shut, but witches could be a big problem too. Oh, and yeah, we have an ash in there. That's those weird-looking skeletons. Is he going to be sitting there trying to shoot at me through the micro blocks? I have no idea. But yeah, we've got a lot of irritating guys down there. I don't like it. I do not like it at all. So yeah, I've got to wait for daylight and hope to get this all cleared out and fixed up. So I'll see you guys in the daytime, I guess. So I managed to get the massive gaping hole in the side of the ship fixed. And I also had to do a lot of work to repair everything down here because these guys just totally decimated the garden down here. But I then went ahead and did a lot of gravel smashing. And in fact, I think I smashed a total of 18 stacks of cobblestone. And all of the sieving proceeds are in here. So yes, did a lot of sieving. Now in that same time, I did get a hopper set up here on top of our crucible, and we now have 8 buckets of lava. Now that is perfect because that's what we need. So the next thing that we need to do is get ourselves a little bit of stuff to take care of this heat, because as you can see, it's stupidly hot here. I am actually going to take one of these splash potions of heat resistance and hope that that will help us get through all of this. So we need our smooth stone. I cooked a stack of cobble, and yeah, here we are. So we need to make a stone slab. We need to go like this and make a stone barrel. So this is going to allow us to make a lot of stuff. So now we are going to grab our buckets. We're going to grab a bucket of water. And we're going to come over here, and you know what? We are, yeah, we're going to do it this way. We're going to break that out. I don't know where on earth that went. It's obviously not in my inventory. But yes, we're getting really hot, so this is miserable. But we're going to go ahead and place this down here. And oh, that is not going to work out. What we're going to need to do is actually place that down here. That would have been horrible otherwise. And we're going to place some stone slabs around that. And so now, let's start out with the Netherrack. So I forgot to grab these. We're going to grab 3 pieces of glowstone, redstone, and we are going to grab lava, place it in there, and then click on it with a redstone and make our Netherrack. Now we need to do this 3 times. And now we're going to quickly put all of this Netherrack in the furnace. And also, while I'm thinking about it, I am going to take this, change it into those, and yeah, even the, oh god, we are taking lots of damage. Eat, get in the water. Oh, this is horrible. Yes, this is what we're trying to get rid of. We're going to end up killing the water source. Yep. Dang it! Dang it! So that's actually the second one of those that I have had from that. So yes, I've gotten now 5 deaths. This really sucks. we've got to get this heat issue fixed. So let's get up here and we'll get the last little bit of stuff that we need here. So let's place down our water above the barrel now. We will grab a bucket of lava, place that into the stone barrel, and there we go. Got our piece of obsidian. So that is all of the stuff that we needed from there. I suppose we better put our gelled armor back on, grab our nether bricks, and now I believe we have everything that we need to make, we'll just grab all of that, to make our cooling coils. So let's see here. What am I looking for here? I'm looking for iron bars, and those are actually back here. So we'll grab the iron bars, and we need some sticks and some string. By the way, compressed string. I guess that's a thing. All right, so let's take a look at cooling. Can I please type? Okay, cooling coils. So we need to make the diamond shards, so this hammer, now we can make that. And now, oh, we need a gold ingot. Okay, we do not have any gold ingots yet, so let's go ahead and grab, we'll grab 8 bits of gold because, well, actually, 1 ingot would be enough, but we'll grab a couple. Why not? So that should cook fairly quickly. I think part of the issue was I was too close to the furnace while it was cooking. I don't know. I guess, yeah, our temperature is through the roof at the moment. So let's grab that gold ingot. Oh no. I do not want to touch that lava. That would be really, really bad. Okay, so back over here. So now for the shard dye, we have everything for that now. And now we should be able to, we need to grab some cobble. Once we grab a little bit of cobble, we should be able to actually make these diamond shards, and we actually need to make 2 recipes of these. Okay, that was weird. Why did it not? I have no idea. Okay, well, we have that, and now all that we need is the diamond shards and some cobblestone. And this is actually going to make 3 of them. And the final thing that we need, I had no idea how these things actually worked, and we actually need a redstone signal to turn them on. So now, if we take this, we just need to make sure that we're in an enclosed space. So I think if we place it back here, right there, and then we'll place our lever right here and turn it on. So now that's cooling. So we can see our thermometer is at half temperature now. So that's great. But now if we step into a liquid, we cool really, really fast. And we can actually die from hypothermia very easily with this. But this will allow us to get cooled down and actually be able to survive some of this stuff. So honestly, I think we're going to set one, well, for sure, we're going to set one up here, but yeah, I guess this is all technically enclosed. So if we actually take one and put it here, this should cool this space down. I guess, I don't know for sure. Yeah, that's closed. I would assume the chisels and bits blocks will count as a block around this thing. I don't know. So if we're up here by the furnace now, let's go ahead and throw a bit of cobblestone in here. Yeah, we're still ridiculously hot around here. So if we put one of these up here, will this cool this area down at all? Yeah, I don't think so. Well, anyway, look at it. We have some cooling coils now. So this should be making it at least a little bit more comfortable around here. And we can drop back in here and just rapidly cool ourselves down to absolutely stupidly cold. That is nice. Oh my gosh, that will save us so much stuff. But now we should be able to look at our quests, and that should have finished this one. So, cool coils. And so the heat is really getting to you. there are such things as heating and cooling coils, you know. These will need to be placed in a room with a door, as they will not work outside in the open air. So the only thing that I can think why it's not working in the nose is that, or in the cockpit, is that it must not think of the chisels and bits blocks as a solid block. I don't know. But this is going to give us a loot chest, and then it looks like we have a second. Oh, 5 XP. Great. That's wonderful. You know, not like we couldn't get tons of XP from other things. So, yeah, let's see what's in our loot chest. That is not somewhat good. That is garbage. Absolute garbage. What would you do with... Okay, so if you got that for the very first quest that you did, you know, it would be nice because you'd be able to make a juicer right off the bat. But aside from that, I mean, we are way beyond the need of just 3 stupid little... Well, anyway you look at it, we've got a few more things, so we can actually work on some stuff. Now, another thing that I've been doing, we can kind of see it through the windows here, I have been placing down tons and tons of torches outside. If we actually go to our map and take a look at the nighttime sky, yeah, we can see I have torched up a lot of stuff out there. I haven't been torching it up down here because I still want to have the mobs be able to be drawn in for killing. But I think what I'm going to do is make it to where they can't get around the front of the ship and go over it, and they can't go around the back. And then we're going to enclose an area here around the tree farm and things like that. Because, well, quite frankly, now that we have some cooling coils, I would kind of like to start getting set up on our actual base. Because, like I say, I have a plan for that. Yeah, you guys can just die. I don't care. But, yes, I suppose what I'll do is I will try to get some of that set up. And, yeah, I will see you guys when all of these guys are dead and we're in daylight. This is really sad. I have to stand next to a furnace so that I can get warm. Oh, man. These cooling coils are doing their job quite well. So, yeah. Even at this, our thermometer is still not going terribly high. Probably because the thermometer on the far end of the ship is still... Cooling coil on the far end of the ship is still on. But yeah, I actually have to warm myself. That's absolutely insane. And ooh. Okay, so yeah, we've got iron floating around. So yeah, I'm actually trying to get my ingots processed. So I took all of the gold from everywhere and smashed it down, took it all the way to dust, and then combined all of the dust into ore dust and smelted it. We got 45 gold. So now I'm trying to do the same thing with iron, because I really have a feeling we're going to need a lot of iron here coming up here in just a little while. So yeah, I figured, you know, why not get all of that taken care of. But at the moment, I'm kind of having a little trouble, because when I place down blocks and then smash them, you know, the items kind of do a weird thing there where they don't, you know, it used to be when you broke items with the hammer from X Nihilo that it would immediately pull the item into your inventory if you were close enough. Well, it doesn't do that anymore. So now if I hold down the button and press it, it immediately places another one in the vicinity of the items, and they just go flying. So I need to figure out some way to collect all of those items. And yeah, those guys aren't helping anything. So I think what I may try to do is make myself a hopper and see if that will make any difference. And yeah, this is quite the mess. Need to get some stuff cleaned up. And I am going to try making this hopper, see if that will solve anything. But I will see you guys in a little bit. I guess I need some iron. So unfortunately, putting a hopper under here does not work. And so I thought I would try a minecart hopper. And I started looking for stuff, and yeah, the minecart tracks, if we look at the track, we can't make a standard track. It requires railcraft stuff. So I did see these wooden rails. Where on earth did they go? I think it's actually rail for that. Yeah. So these wooden rails, it's just some planks and a stick. So I made a recipe of those, and we can actually place a minecart on that. Now the only thing that I can see as being a problem here now, if I place this, oh okay, so it's actually going to sit there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and, no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so that should have pulled that up right away. Gotta hit it just right. So some of the stuff is still flying out. Is there no way to deal with that? What? That was not what I wanted to do. Oh well. Go ahead and drop that in there. But now this should have dropped all of those items into here. Ew, we really didn't get all that much. The minecart, the hopper minecart doesn't break apart when you break the cart. That's weird. I mean, I figured that was kind of a thing. I guess not. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it doesn't seem that any of this stuff is really making any amount of difference for that. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. So, I guess we just kind of have a mess on our hands. I guess maybe I could surround the area with water. If I had a large enough space, I could surround it with water, and then the water would bring everything back to a collection point. Maybe that would work. That would require me to make a safe zone somewhere. That might be a possibility. Let me try that, because that might actually work. And then we could still use the hopper and things like that. So, yeah, I'm going to try that and see how that works out. Oh, we might want to turn that on. Otherwise, it's not really doing much for us. So now that I have a reasonably safe area here, I actually got to thinking about it. We have a much simpler solution to this, and that is just to tower place the items underneath us and then smash them on the way back down. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Now, obviously, some of it will fall down as we come down, but the great majority of it will just come right into our inventory as we work our way back down to the ground. So, yeah, hopefully this will work out a little better. But I do want a lot of this iron for one major reason. Laboratory blocks. So, those wonderful white blocks that the ship is made out of, those are laboratory blocks. And I want to make a lot of those for the base. So we are going to need tons and tons and tons of iron. So also, before we can really start smelting this stuff, we need to look into options for doubling, possibly tripling, or even quadrupling if we have such a thing in here. The quintupling is pretty much an exclusive thing to Mechanism, and as far as I know, Mechanism is not in this pack. I haven't actually looked, but I'm pretty sure it isn't. And what do you know? We actually broke our hammer before we made it to the bottom, but just barely. So let's go ahead and grab another hammer. And you know what? As long as we're at it, let's go ahead and grab these saplings too. And do we have any? We have one almost broken crook. Nice. So let's just break these last little bits of stuff down here. And yeah, that's probably going to be the most efficient for the moment. So that's how we'll be doing this for a while. So now what I want to do is we'll take a look at our uses on this ore powder. So the use is on here, so obviously we can smelt it 1 for 1. In the smeltery, we can put in 1 and get 1. Oh. Ooh, even the smeltery doesn't double us up. Ouch. Okay, so this furnace from Extra Utilities 2 is a 1 for 1. Redstone furnace from Thermal Expansion is 1 to 1. Alloy smelter 1 to 1. Oof, 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 oof. Okay, so recipes for iron. Industrial credit from industrial. Okay, that is interesting. Basic machine casing. We can turn it into. Okay, so there is a way to double if we can get iron ore. But we can't get iron ore. But that's petroleum dust and pyrotheum dust with an ore to get to. Oof. Man, this is not looking promising. So, is there anything here that has a possibility of giving us 2 ingots other than that? Oh. That is painful to see. Okay, so the crushed iron ore from Industrial Craft, I don't know if we can do anything with that. Yeah, see, all of these things for, like, thermal expansion that will double up the ores, they all require actual iron ore. I guess void ore miner? That's about... Okay, well, this world is solid dust, or solid sand, so how can we have any possibility of ore gen? I don't know. So unfortunately, it looks like we can't do anything to improve that. So we just have a stack and a little bit of stuff here. Oh, that is painful. That is very painful. Well, I guess if that's the way that it's going to be, I guess that's the way it is, unfortunately. So, yeah. Well, I'm at least going to get these... What do you mean I'm missing items? Was I not able to make 4 of those? Oh, jeez. Okay, so... Yeah, I guess if we can't get extras, we can't get extras. As much as that sucks. So, I think I'm going to plant these trees here and let them grow. Thankfully, now that we have this fence around here, we can do things like tree harvesting at night. But, yeah, we're going to have to be doing a lot in the way of sieving if we have no way of improving our returns on the sieving. That kind of sucks. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to get a little of these trees harvested then. Kind of vent a little frustration on the leaves of the trees. I'll see you guys after a little bit. So, I kind of feel like this is an absolutely horrible idea. What the heck is going on? We desperately need ender pearls. And we're going to try to fight this guy out in the open. Oh, yep. Horrible idea. Half heart. We're dead. I don't even know where he went. Where did he go? I think he's on the other side of the ship. Yep. I can hear him. Oh. Oh, we got him. He didn't give us a pearl, though. Ooh, God. If those guys are that hard to kill, that's going to be a little bit of a problem. So, yeah, another thing. I cut down all of the oak trees, switching over to spruce. I mean, why wouldn't I? I mean, that's a lot easier to cut down and a lot more just wood. Unfortunately, I did notice these dust storms are going to be building up dust along the side of our fence here. So, like, we can see it's building here. And so that would possibly make it to where mobs could get over the fence. That sounds horrible. So either we're going to have to make the fence taller, or we're going to have to look at some other possible option to keep these guys out. I don't know which. But yeah, we do definitely need some ender pearls, because we need the ability to smash all of this stuff. And I want to be able to use a mechanical user, but there's no way we're going to be doing that with the way things are right now. I have a compressed husk in there. That's cool. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of where I'm at the moment. So, guess we'll just see how things work out. I did get quite a bit more iron. I've also rearranged a lot of my stuff. Also sheared a lot of the oak leaves, because I think we're going to be using leaves to get water for a while. And yeah, we've got a little bit more in there. But yeah, we're with no ability to double up the iron, we are not going to be sitting pretty for some time. So I guess we'll just have to see what we can do. Alright, well, I'm going to go check and see how we're doing on the length of the episode and whether or not we actually have the ability to do anything more. So we have just a little bit of time left, so I think what I want to do is try to automate the cutting of these trees. So we have progressive automation, and that gives us this chopper. So this is kind of neat. It should actually cut trees for us. Now, I did just a little bit of checking on this, and it has to be placed facing east, whatever that means. So I would imagine that the tree needs to be on the east side of it, but the nice thing about these is it's an upgrade. So we start out with one, and then it is needed for the next tier, and that is needed for the next tier, and so on up the line. And so I really like that. I wish that more mods did that. You know, a lot of times you have lower tier stuff that just gets thrown away when you finally can reach the upper tiers. I don't really care for that too much. But we are going to make this thing. So we're going to start out with a furnace and get that, because that's going to be the heart of this. Then we need a wooden axe, and for that we need some planks. So we're going to need more, no, it's logs for the rest of it, and we actually need chest. So let's grab some chests here, and we're going to grab the hopper too, because I think we'll need that later anyway. So now let's go ahead and make up the axe. So there's a wooden axe, and then there is the wooden chopper. Now, of course, the wooden chopper, we're not going to be just using the wooden one, because from what I have seen, you can only use tools that are of the level of the chopper. So we're going to immediately upgrade this to at least a stone chopper. So this is going to require smooth stone. Forgot to grab that. So it's going to require some smooth stone and a stone axe. So, oh, we can use flint for that? Well, by all means, we're not going to be using flint for much. So, actually, if we were to make flint axes, or stone axes, yeah, actually, I'm kind of thinking that's what we're going to do, because these things need tools. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and make a whole bunch of flint stone axes. Why not? What? Why? Okay, so there's that. So now let's go ahead and upgrade this to the stone chopper. Alright, so let's go ahead and come in here. I have made up a little bit of charcoal, obviously still being made at the moment. But so sun rises behind the ship, so that would mean we need this to be facing that way. Is there any difference in the side of these blocks? Don't think so. So now we put in a tool, and we put in some fuel. Is it doing anything, or is it just using my fuel? Oh, no, it's cutting leaves. Okay. Okay, so it is putting the saplings... oh, what? That's kind of weird. Okay, so now if I put a hopper underneath this thing, let's go ahead and grab a chest. And so if I take a hopper and put it underneath here, is it going to... Okay, yes, it is going to suck the wood out. So then what we would need to do is have that hopper feeding into a furnace that could then feed the charcoal back into this thing. Now, there are upgrades here, and I'm curious as to what these do. So we have a wooden upgrade, a stone upgrade. I don't know for sure what these do. And I don't think there's any book for these either. A shearing upgrade allows the farmer to shear animals. Okay, that's neat. So yeah, we've already used quite a bit of fuel, and it doesn't really look like it's gotten all that far. Okay, so maybe we're into the final little bit of the leaves. So what, does it start from the top and work its way down? That's actually a good idea, I guess. But that just seems kind of weird. Okay, so chopping trees, please. So one tree looks like it's going to take probably... So if this probably won't get done by the time that 16 is done. So let's say it gets down to 15. So that would be 8. Let's just say that it took 8 charcoal to cut down this tree. Well, this tree should get... Yes, we're already over half a stack of wood. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. But man, it seems like it sits for a while. And I think what I'm probably going to do, I don't know if upgrading to the iron one with a stone tool is a good idea, or if we should just stick with the stone one with the stone tool. I don't know. I don't want to be using iron to make tools. That sounds horrible. Now, I did see that it said that you could use Tinker's stuff. What is our mining level on this? Okay, so this is iron. So that means we would have to at least be to an iron tool to use this. Oh man, it's using a lot more fuel than I expected. So it is really chopping these trees slowly. Yeah, that kind of stinks actually, because now what seemed to be fairly profitable isn't great, but I mean, it's not horrible. It definitely could be worse. So yeah, we could definitely make a furnace, smelt the wood, and then make it into charcoal, feed it back into the machine. We would definitely make a net positive, but it doesn't look like we would make a huge net positive. I just feel like we need the machine itself to be a little bit faster. That is really slow at cutting those trees. I don't know for sure if we have anything else available, though. That's the only thing. So yeah, I might actually need to experiment with that in a creative world and see what the difference is. Oh, so it's going to replant, but it replanted only one. Why did it not cut all of these, and why did it only replant one? Do we need to put the stone upgrade in here? Okay, well, let's give that a try and see if that makes it to where it will plant all of the trees. So let's go ahead and grab some redstone. Thank you. And we'll make a wooden upgrade. And then turn that into a stone upgrade. Now, if we place this in here, is it actually going to plant those? It does say the range is 3 now. Well, it replants the sapling right away, but it's not planting the entire thing. We need more wood and less sap, or less leaves is the thing that we need. But if it's only going to plant one tree, that doesn't work worth a darn. Well, it seems to be a fairly novel thing, but we're going to have to figure out a way to get more, definitely get more logs into that. So we did get more than a stack of logs at least. So that's a good thing, but it also used half of an axe. So yeah, it's using quite a bit of tool durability as well as, ooh, we're out of fuel there. But it's using quite a bit of tool durability as well as charcoal for fuel. And I don't know if there's any way that we can power that thing externally. I know there is a generator in the mod, but I don't know for sure if it doesn't seem like there's any power conduits, so it doesn't feel like there's a way to transmit power. I don't know. I guess for now we leave it because it looks like it doesn't use fuel when it's waiting. So I need to figure out how to get this thing to plant a larger area as well as harvest, or harvest quicker, get it maybe a little bit more automated. I don't know. Automation may be a little difficult in this one. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. In fact, I think this took a lot longer than I expected. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye. Nope. Can I? Please. Thank you. Apparently I didn't get the wall quite good enough. Could you just die?